I am now in Thailand, at the Chinese Expeditionary Army Memorial Site to be exact. I was invited by the manager here. I am not familiar with this him much except a few times online, and this is the first time we met in person. We all know that there will be political struggle, especially where there are Chinese, which we call class struggle. So behind such a small Chinese Expeditionary Army Memorial Site, there must be all kinds of class struggles as well. However, any struggle has nothing to do with me. Because I am here simply as an ordinary person, a musician, I have written a march, a requiem, and possibly a song to fully express the condolences and respect of the Chinese for all my fellow Chinese who lost their lives in World War II. In order to remember this history as much as possible, I have used ChatGPT to generate these words below for your reference. 1. Historical facts about China's expeditionary force during World War II. China's Expeditionary Force, CEF, was a military unit composed of Chinese troops that fought alongside Allied forces during World War II. Here are some historical facts about the CEF. 1. Formation. The CEF was formed in 1942, after the Japanese had invaded Burma and threatened India. The British and Americans requested Chinese troops to fight alongside them in the Southeast Asian theater. 2. Size. The CEF consisted of about 100,000 troops, including both infantry and logistical support units. The majority of the troops came from the elite Chinese 5th and 6th Army groups, which had fought the Japanese in China. 3. Theater of operations. The CEF fought in Burma and India, primarily against the Japanese Imperial Army. They were involved in several major battles, including the Battle of Impol and the Battle of Kohima. 4. Leadership. The CEF was led by General Sun Li-jen, who was known for his tactical brilliance and leadership abilities. Sun Li-jen's successes in battle earned him the nickname, the Patton of Asia. 5. Contributions. The CEF played a significant role in the Allied victory in the Southeast Asian theater. They helped to push back the Japanese advance and secure the Burma Road, which was a vital supply line between India and China. 6. Challenges. The CEF faced many challenges during their service, including supply shortages, difficult terrain, and harsh weather conditions. They also had to overcome language barriers and cultural differences with their Allied counterparts. 7. Legacy. The CEF's contributions to the Allied war effort are often overlooked, but their bravery and sacrifices are still remembered today. The CEF is celebrated in China as a symbol of national pride and heroism. 2. What happened to China's expeditionary force after World War II? After World War II, China's Expeditionary Force, CEF, returned to China and was disbanded. Here are some key events that took place after the war. 1. Chinese Civil War. After the end of World War II, China was plunged into a civil war between the nationalist government, led by Chiang Kai-shek, and the communist forces, led by Mao Zedong. Many of the CEF soldiers were absorbed into the nationalist army and fought in the Civil War. 2. Communist victory. In 1949, the communist forces emerged victorious in the Chinese Civil War and established the People's Republic of China. Many former CEF soldiers chose to stay in Taiwan with the nationalist government, which fled to the island after their defeat. 3. Korean War. In 1950, China entered the Korean War to support North Korea against the United Nations forces. Many former CEF soldiers were called back into service and fought in the war. 4. Disbandment. After the Korean War, the CEF was officially disbanded, and many of its former soldiers were integrated into the People's Liberation Army, the military of the newly established People's Republic of China. 5. Commemoration. The CEF's contributions to the Allied war effort are celebrated in China as a symbol of national pride and heroism. The Chinese government has erected several memorials and museums to honor the CEF soldiers who fought and died in the war. 3. Tell a touching story about China's expeditionary farce during World War II. One touching story about China's Expeditionary Force, CEF, during World War II involves a soldier named Wu Feng, who became known as the hero of the Burma Road. Wu Feng was a member of the 2nd Battalion, 112th Regiment, 38th Division of the CEF. In 1944, his unit was tasked with defending the Burma Road, a vital supply line between China and India, from the advancing Japanese forces. During a fierce battle, Wu Feng's unit was outnumbered and outgunned. His commanding officer ordered a retreat, but Wu Feng refused to leave his wounded comrades behind. He stayed behind and fought off the Japanese attackers with a machine gun, single-handedly holding the line for several hours. When his ammunition ran out, Wu Feng charged the enemy with a bayonet and was killed in the ensuing melee. His actions allowed his fellow soldiers to regroup and ultimately win the battle. Wu Feng's bravery and sacrifice earned him the title of Hero of the Burma Road, and he became a symbol of the CEF's determination and resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. His story is still celebrated in China today as a testament to the bravery and selflessness of the CEF soldiers who fought in World War II,